Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Solar
is back! Oh my god, fun!
with a solo. This is a solo debut as well, isn't it?
Oh my, not her solo debut, but her full album debut. So yeah,
Nice.
so it's really cool. It teasers and the images and everything that I've seen so far leading up to this has been unreal. So I'm really looking forward to
I
it.
mean, if you look at that picture to begin with.
Oh yeah, look at that.
You know. Go
Come on, what in the what?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Waleska's birthday month.
Indeed.
And for those reasons, we have launched Waleska's limited edition merchandise. Like this hoodie with the limited edition designs. And it's also signed by Walucha.
Yeah.
So if you missed last month's, you can still get his signature, which is quite nice. And you can still support the podcast. These are obviously only available until the end of March. Waleska's birthday is actually on the 28th of March. So by the 31st of March, you won't be able to get them ever again. We appreciate all the support on all the previous drops, but this is the latest drop. You can get it at featurefridaystore.com. And thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Adios.
Let's break it down, baby.
Let's go. 4K, yeah?
Yes, sir.
This is with Rainbow?
Yes. Oh, it's me. Try again.
Oh, so eerie. What the fuck?
Cool. Oh my god. You know
wow,
what?
that's-
Look at that freaking makeup I needed in my life. I'm about to recreate
We
that
changed
look.
the captions. Man.
Absolutely, bro.
I don't
no
speak
problem.
Korean.
Korean?
Nor do I read it.
Ah, here we are.
Here we go. Of course I am.
Okay.
Yes.
I love that. Look.
Whoa. Dude, I mean, the amount of work just there for that shot, well, it's like 10 seconds.
Oh my
What
god,
the
that transition was absolutely stunning. There's just so many images in it. Ooh, and then this look. Ah, wow.
It's a good looking woman.
Hot. That is so cool.
Put it back to that transition. I didn't understand that chord progression at all.
Just look at this.
I saw herself.
Yeah. How
What
do
the
they
fuck?
do that?
Oh, it was like an ad for honey.
You know, well, yes, you know there was like this Versace Versace campaign where it was something similar to this, like different boxes and like different models in each box type of thing. Kind of reminds me of this, but I prefer this color scheme though.
Yeah,
to be
yellow
completely
looks
honest. Nice.
Fuck! Whoa, boss! Dude, the drop, that is immaculate. The progression, though, I don't know if I'm a big fan of.
No, see, I like it because it has, I think, the eeriness that comes with like the underneath a layer of vocals. So she's singing like a monotone harmony underneath
Yeah.
it, right? So it gives you this like kind of tension building.
Jigsaw
So
fucking feel.
yes, so
Saw,
when
sorry,
the
jigsaw.
when the drop comes in, it gives you like this type of release without being an outburst.
Yeah, because the drop is segmented, right? So
Yes.
it, dun dun dun. There's not. It's obviously continuous because it fucking keeps going, but it creates that sort of a feel of that thumping feel. You know, it's very club banging like.
Yes.
But
But it's really low key at the same time because it doesn't actually explode.
yeah, it's
vocally
not
speaking.
it's not climax inducing, right? Go on.
Yeah.
This is progression weird.
Yeah.
Fuck, she's attractive.
Ooh, she's so hot.
Similar to Oliver Heldens' sort of overdrive. It's dum 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 dum.
And it's heavy on the melody inducing of the song itself, but
Right.
it doesn't actually have a bright melody to it.
Sick.
Do you see what I mean?
That's good. I like the drop. Go on.
It's sexy. It's really
Yeah, she's
hot.
attractive as well.
Yeah.
Nice. It's viral. Fuck, you know that. What's her name? This girl here.
Oh,
what is
okay.
her name? This is fine. This is good.
Wow, freaking budget. That's what it screams.
that's
sick.
better. I think that's even far to say. I'll go as far as saying that's even more appropriate than the build up to the previous one.
I like it.
Because-
I like what the whole the chord progression has done up to this point.
Right.
Because you're slowly. It's like you're building a Lego house.
It's a lot though. And
Yes.
this song is only 2 minutes and 50.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But it feels progressive. It doesn't feel like here's the punch.
Yeah,
I
that's
actually
right.
feel like you're being introduced to
Combos.
this.
You're being introduced to combos, right? And
That's
they're very fluid.
right.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I feel like given that such a drop, like dum 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 dum, you could have progressed it in this manner for the whole song. Because it's only 2 minutes and 30. It's 2 minutes and 50.
Well, I think you're also leading to a climax, right? You're leading towards the end, and
Right.
I think by the way the song structure has worked so far, you're getting like sections and bits and bobs, and I think it's all gonna come together at the end.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. I
I'm
like the
intrigued for her album now, because holy shit.
Me too.
What is she? And visually, it's fucking outstanding. Go on.
It is so sick. This has to be for sure one of my favorite visual concepts I've seen this year so far.
That's true. That's true. It's definitely very visually pleasing. Yeah, I just feel there's a lot more congruency here.
So hot! Why is she so hot? Oh, she is cool, man.
It's
See,
crazy. How
I
old is
like
she? Like
that.
30, right?
She's 30,
Crazy,
yeah.
right?
She looks 20.
20, yeah, 21,
She
22,
looks
what the
20.
fuck? Yeah.
But I really like that section. It's kind of like rapping, but it's not really rapping. It's like a
Speech quality.
speech quality type of like singing. And I vibe with it. I vibe with it. Because given the breakdown of the song up to this point, I like what's happening here, you know? Yeah.
It's unbelievable shots,
It
man.
is sick.
Buzz, buzz.
It's catchy.
That's going viral. That's
Absolutely.
gonna go viral. Boom, boom, boom.
I like it, man. Ooh,
Boss, bro, put that shit back. She
One
is so
more.
fucking good looking.
change of look. Sickening.
That look.
I
Holy
mean, come
shit.
on. Come on.
Da-da-do, do, do.
And it's her face in the background.
All right, is that
Yeah.
so?
That is so freaking sick.
That's good, dude.
Yeah, this is gonna go so viral. Ah!
You know, it's really intriguing with her because she. I mean, obviously, there's lots of a good conglomeration of both. You know, visually and dancing and then musically speaking.
Yes.
There's a very good. What would you call it? It's like you know, it's very aligned with everything. It's very well. But with Sola, I'm always quite intrigued because obviously she's arguably one of the best power vocalists, commercially speaking, out of Korea, right at the moment, really. Not of all time, perhaps, who the fuck cares, but she's definitely one of the best singers that Korea has had in a good while. So what do you do with it? Mm-hmm. You know, it's like how because you know you could always do ballads around that does well in Korea, but is it the right time for that at the moment? Probably no. It's the honey season, right?
Yes.
It's like spring is coming. You
Mm-hmm.
want to get out of the dark grey fucking sky of the winter and you want to try and generate something else. You also then with the ballads you do lack the ability. Well, you kind of lower your probabilities of going viral as well, right?
Yes.
It can happen. Like, obviously, tons of viral stuff has gone with ballads. But with this, like, I see so much just potential for fucking everyone doing these dances, you know, on
Absolutely.
TikTok that people do. I sound like an old man. But, so then my question is, okay, you know, are you going to utilize like 20% of her vocal capabilities, but maximize to 100% her marketability and possibility, you know, looks, visual captivity? So she's really one of those really, really interesting members of MAMAMOO, which is
Yeah.
like, what the fuck do you do with that gem? Mm-hmm. You know,
I totally agree.
And there's always so much expectation because I'm sure, you know, even now there's gonna be people like, oh, I wish it would have been different, or I wish, maybe Rainbow would have handled it different, stuff like that. But it's like, what do you do with that little honeypot that she is?
Yeah.
It's just gold sitting there.
Yeah,
so it's like, fuck, it's so intriguing. And I'd also love to know what the creative process of this was, like whether she was involved in a specific manner. Obviously, that's the whole point of the solo stuff. But so far, so good. But that's literally what I'm thinking of as we're going.
Yeah, nice.
It's so sexy, it's attractive, it's catchy.
And it's fun. How cool is that?
Of course, that's interesting, right? We haven't seen that type of symbolism in videos before. Go on. So that's the first time they introduced the actual third dimension figure, right? But this time with hair.
That's right.
Right,
and it's her hair.
Right. So I wonder what the fuck
does it actually
means.
represent? Yeah.
Maybe it could have just been, it's quite artsy. It just looks weird.
Well, absolutely. I think that the whole concept so far has been not only very modernistic in the plastic arts approach. Obviously, the whole using the white backgrounds and the statues figure. I think overall is really artsy forward, like art museum forward,
like
and I'm like,
art.
yeah, I like that. But yeah, I also feel like there's some type of like hidden meaning behind it that is just going over my head at the moment.
This art gallery in Kensington in London, which is quite similar to that. It's fucking weird.
But modern art.
It is modern art,
yes, it is.
It reminded me of that, but go on. You
Yes.
have it, you take off.
Oh, sorry. Ooh, do you know what? Go back to the ending. Sickening.
Hold on. Yeah, let her write it out. Nice. I enjoy a lot when videos do that. No rush.
Oh.
Go back to this, because there's quite a lot of shit going on, to be fair.
Yes.
Just visually, there's a moment here where obviously the first shot of 3 different looks in one drop.
That first drop, yeah.
But there's another one that happens in the middle. That, holy shit, I've never seen anyone put that much work for a transition. It's like 7 different looks, and then bam, you go back to one.
I actually have to be honest, this has to be, for sure, one of the most visually captivating solo releases of the year. Hands down. It is dynamic, it's so visually captivating, but it's beautiful at the same time, because a lot of the times you can have visually captivating videos don't quite appeal to the beauty standard, like beautiful, right? I would say this was beautiful to watch. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
so aesthetically pleasing, the color schemes, the color palette, obviously the concept of the video itself is just so cool, because you could do so much with the idea of honey, right? The honeycomb, the bees and stuff, but I like that it's just little details. Nothing of it was like there in your face, and you kind of have to depict the image. It's very modern art forward, and I really like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's definitely more on the side of like this attractive, sort of like smooth as honey, bright, colorful, sexy kind of look. So it's very well done. Whatever that what would you call it, creative board looked like. Fucking hell, they really aced it.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I am interested in seeing, because it is a full album, right? So I am interested to seeing how many songs, and maybe let's put that up in YouTube Music.
Just look at that. I am obsessed with that picture.
Yeah. Maybe let's put up how many songs and
yes.
What's
sure,
what.
Sure. Give me one
YouTube
second.
Music, mate.
I know.
Oh, you can go through it like that?
Yes. That's usually what I do.
So solar honey.
Solar honey.
Be quite interesting to see, obviously, how many tracks and
Face. That's the name of the
Face.
album.
5 songs, 6.
Right.
Whatever.
Just look at that cover.
Yeah.
Insane.
That's
Sorry,
good.
5 songs.
Yeah, 5 songs. So it's an EP, it's not a full album.
Right.
Let us know what you guys thought about it, and apart from that, what else should we check out next?
All right,
Goodbye.
goodbye.